Hello everybody, today we are going to discuss the 3-panel comic. 1, 2, 3. 3 panels. It can also be 4, but for our purposes today we're going to do 3. This is a classic form of comics that you'll see in your Sunday paper or your daily newspaper. It is likened to a play and it occurs in 1, 2, 3 acts. We have our setup. This is who everybody is, where they're at, what they're doing. The second act or second panel is conflict, and the third act or panel is resolution. There are probably a million ways to do this other than the way I'm doing it. This is just for demonstrative purposes. So we are going to draw a panel. Once again, using the graph paper is really nice because I could never draw anything close to a rectangle like this on my own, although that is really how I prefer to do my comics, is hand drawn. Although digital's fun too. Great, so now we have 3 panels. Now what do we do? This is where we talk about story. There's a couple of different methods you can do. You can write the script panel by panel and then build the characters around the script, or you can build the characters or have an idea for a character and then maybe who they are as a character or what they represent iconically can tell the story for you. In this case, I'm going to do a very simple, terrible joke that I made up featuring a pig and a chicken. I'm using a pig and a chicken because they are both really fun to draw, and the chicken iconically becomes part of the joke. I would highly recommend sketching out your images first, although for today's purposes this is going to be simple and fun. So first, let's draw a pig. And we got the eyes, and we got the little snout, and let's do his little ears. You know how his little ears go. Little piggy. For our second panel, we are going to do a little close-up of the chicken with his eyes closed, and he's in distress. He even has a wing up to his face because he can't deal. I'm going to do one of these too to let him know that he's really mad or upset. And then we can basically go back to the same panel we had before, just with different captions. So let's try to reproduce this pig. Let me tell you, this is why practice makes perfect when it comes to drawing comics. And the chicken is going to be actually quite angry. He can flap his flappies. I think they're called wings. Here are our characters. This is Act 1, where we set up the scene. Act 2, where there's conflict. And Part 3, the resolution of the comic. Okay, so now we have the bare bones of our comic. We have our Act 1 set up with our pig and chicken. Then we have Act 2, the conflict with the chicken obviously having some kind of issue with the pig. Then we have Act 3, our resolution, where the conflict is resolved. So let's talk about script. We know that we have a pig and a chicken, and they're having a conversation. So we'll start with the pig. The pig sees a chicken. He's like, oh, a chicken. Oh my gosh, a chicken. Please tell me, I must know. Why did you cross the road? And of course we're going to give him a nice little text balloon here. Now our second panel requires no text at all. We can see obviously that this chicken is distressed by this question, and because of his reaction, because of this conflict, we can tell that he may have been asked this question before. So, introduction, build-up, conflict, and now we're going to resolve it with our chicken very loudly. And you see the distress on the pig's face here. Very loudly, the chicken is going to answer his question. To avoid silly questions. Look at the exclamation point. Let us know just how upset our chicken friend is. Now, poor pig, it's not his fault, but this is the basic setup for the joke. Oh my gosh, a chicken. Please tell me, I must know. Why did you cross the road? And then we got, bitter chicken here. And to avoid silly questions. So there you have it, the 3-panel comic. 1, 2, 3. Acts 1, 2, 3. Join us next week when we discuss gutters. What are gutters, you ask? Let me show you. Gutters are those mysterious spaces in between the panels that hold the key to both time and space.